Yanshao is alive with New Year's festivities. The bustling crowd weaves a tapestry of excitement in the streets. A newly opened restaurant stands. Rows of large red lanterns line the front.
Congratulations on your grand opening. May your establishment be blessed with numerous customers as clouds and wealth flow like a spring.
Thank you for your patronage and well wishes.
As the restaurant proprietor, I welcome the people before me. Opening this restaurant is merely a front, however. Its true purpose is to collect intel from the customers. This scheme isn't something I came up with alone. A voice calls out and I turn. An old paper bundle falls. I catch it and the sweet smell of pastries hits me.
Flower pastries from that popular establishment. You actually bought these for me?
Our princess has swift moves and a sharp nose.
I have tasted every delicacy since I was little. I could never mistake that scent for anything else.
A little owl cries out and lands on Sylus' shoulder. As the restaurant owner appears and the crowd gasps at how strikingly handsome he is.
I'm the princess and you're the autarch. Our restaurant will be the best in the city. Everything is ready except for a chef who can actually run the kitchen.
At the opening ceremony, I sneakily bite into the pastry several times while whispering with Sylus.
It will soon be New Year and every restaurant is guarding their chefs like treasures. Poaching one won't be easy.
But you already have a plan?
Of course.
Sylus leans down and brushes away a few crumbs from my collar.
Go on, I'm listening.
We pay them handsomely for their work and use reason and emotions to convince them. Should that fail, we can use more forceful methods.
Taking advantage of the grand opening, I post a notice. It reads, "Willing to pay talented chefs well. Test will be at the establishment." Pedestrians fill the street to see it.
You're starting off with a flamboyant spectacle.
Compared to your elaborate plans, this is simple. Once we build our reputation, information shall flow toward us like a stream.
Zhenyi's city lies beyond the royal court's reach. Its autarch, Sylus, is unmatched in wealth and power. I'm an imperial princess who chose Sylus to be my prince consort. It was by chance. Sylus is in Yanshao because he plans to open a trade route. It shall start here, go through Zhenyu City and reach distant lands. Zhenyu City is an essential location. With a new year approaching, Sylus sent agents to sound out the court. Two factions have been locked in extensive debates for days. The opposition is led by Minister Lu Xian, a powerful aristocrat with many loyal followers. He argued that the trade route would drain resources and offer Yanshao nothing in return. Using the restaurant as our base, Sylus and I searched for the leverage that could change Lu Xian's mind.
Lu Xian is famously stubborn. How will you deal with him?
As per your suggestion, we'll start with diplomacy. Offer benefits, reason with him, and appeal to his feelings if possible. Pressure should only be utilized when necessary.
Those words from Sylus carry subtle, unreadable depths.
Considering the fact that it's you, there will only be benefits prior to using pressure.
It depends on who must be dealt with. If he's truly immune to bribes or threats, then I'll reason with him.
So you actually change your approach for each person?
Seeing the crowd drawn to the notice, the legendary autarch of Zhenyu reveals a satisfied smile.
Doesn't that match your style too? Great minds think alike.
So, when you spoke of a red treasure, you were referring to a Julian Huan?
Red jadeite of this quality is priceless and unobtainable on the market. It's deserving of the phrase rare treasure.
I saw a Julian Huan in the palace. I fiddled with it, but the solution was too complicated. I could only put it aside.
Every puzzle is designed with a solution in mind. For Julian Huan, The solution lies in how the rings are interconnected. Move one, and you'll affect all of them.
I rest my chin on my hand as I watch Sylus manipulate the rings. They and the sword-shaped handle move on his hands to create soft sounds.
Why trouble yourself with this? Grab a sword and the puzzle will be solved with one strike.
You want to use one of my blades to destroy my treasure. Your Highness, I must admit you're talented in treating others' belongings as your own.
Nothing which is yours or mine only creates distance. Are you unwilling to share?
It's an honor for my treasury to receive an imperial princess's favor. No matter how interesting my treasury's baubles are, they become boring once the novelty vanishes. But ever since you arrived, they've found a new purpose. They're worthy of being brought into the light of day again.
And this purpose is...
Figuring out how to win while preventing a princess from manipulating the rules to her advantage. These unconventional moves are more entertaining than the original.
You should probably express your gratitude toward me then.
However, an unconventional solution is unnecessary for this puzzle.
He places the partially solved Julian Juan in my hand. The jadeite is warm as it retains the heat from Sylus's palm. He gives me several pieces of advice and I manipulate the rings. The final link is undone as it softly clicks.
But that's it!
A Jolian Juan represents entangled emotions. In old traditions, it symbolizes yearning. When this puzzle of mine reached your hands, it found its own resolution.
Although the expenses are great, we recruit a renowned chef to run our kitchen. Our restaurant's reputation significantly improves, which attracts a steady stream of customers day after day. With our restaurant running smoothly, we finally have some time to ourselves.
The restaurant is closed today and going for a stroll would be perfect. Is there a place you'd like to visit?
Sylus takes my hand as we navigate the busy street. Side by side, we appear to be a normal couple enjoying the day.
Yun Shao is your territory. I'll abide by your will. When the princess leaves the palace, I shall serve as her escort.
Yan Shao is decorated for New Year, lanterns hang high, red silk drapes the streets, and the whole city is brimming with festive cheer.
Play some pitch pot, succeed in 9 throws out of 10, and win a reward!
A crowd has gathered around the stall, and the rack beside it is crammed with colorful, enticing items. The stall owner sees us holding hands, grins knowingly, and points to an intricate lantern that sways gently.
Couples who both succeed in 9 throws out of 10 win the best!
During my time at the palace, I excelled in playing pitch pot. Shall we give it a try?
We can, but doing it for a lantern is rather dull. Why don't we make it more interesting and add our own wager?
What do we have in mind?
Whoever has the higher score wins, and the loser must give the victor a gift.
It sounds simple. I accept. I did it!
All 10 arrows land perfectly in the pot. I turn to gloat at Sylus only to catch him watching me closely.
Indeed. You're a real genius at pitch pop.
His straightforward praise makes me blush.
Naturally. Now it's your turn. Let's see if I met my match.
Just as Sylus steps forward, the stall owner grins and announces a change in the rules.
For 2 players, the second must throw with their back facing the pot.
That's not what you said before. You're making this more difficult on purpose.
No, it's merely for fun. It's to make the activity more exciting.
I'm certain this gentleman can handle it when his partner is a skilled young lady.
Sylus and I exchange a look. Unfazed, he nods.
This will be easy. You've already impressed everyone, so I can't be disappointing now.
Sylus turns his back, flicks his wrist, and each arrow whistles through the air. The last arrow only grazes the rim before falling to the ground. 9 successful throws. We leave the stall with the lantern.
Sylus, that last one was on purpose. You wanted an excuse to give me a gift.
Pitchpot is about keeping your mind steady. But when you're thinking about someone, your aim tends to meander.
That single miss feels less like a mistake and more like a quiet confession. The lantern tassels sway with each step, and my mood feels similarly light.
Then choose carefully. I'm keeping whatever you give me, and I will look at it every day.
Ham of the highest quality from Xuanyu, precious mushrooms from Li Prefecture, exquisite honey. You're not interested in those? Do you have something else in mind?
We have been eating too many exotic delicacies. Why don't we make something simple? How does a treasure congee with lotus seed sound? You enjoyed the soup I made before. Now it's your turn to cook.
My plan was to enjoy a midnight snack together. I didn't expect you to come up with this. But the festivities are approaching. A treasure congee is actually fitting.
We sort the grains and beans and wash them. Then we place them in the clay pot. The night silence blends with the crackling stove and the congee's sweet aroma. Wisps of steam rise and dance in the light.
We forgot a step.
We did?
Sylus picks up a lotus seed from the basket and applies a small amount of pressure. It splits to reveal a green lotus seed heart.
We didn't remove the bitter hearts from the seeds. Our meal...
We can still salvage it. Quick, pour the honey.
Sylus helps me lift the lid, and I generously pour several spoonfuls of honey into the pot. After waiting several seconds, the 8 treasure congee with lotus seeds is ready. We each serve ourselves a bowl, and I watch as Sylus brings a spoonful to his mouth.
How does it taste?
The honey mixes with the bitterness of the lotus seed hearts.
So it was neutralized.
It would have only been bitter otherwise. The sweetness and the bitterness are fighting each other instead of blending. Did we forget to stir the honey?
Despite saying those words, you're eating it without flinching.
Sylus moves my furrowed brow. There's a hint of amusement in his voice.
It takes a special person to make congee with a unique flavor. Despite the unexpected mishaps, the temperature and aroma of the grains are perfect. And once a person tastes the bitterness of lotus seed hearts, it's hard to forget. This meal is as colorful and fascinating as you are, Your Highness.
Running a restaurant means competition is inevitable, even more so in Yanshou's streets where every inch of land is worth its weight in gold. Our rivals down the street have copied our menu dish by dish. In addition, they're selling them at low prices. When our flow of customers decreases, I buy one of their meals and taste it with Sylus.
It looks the same, yet the flavor still can't compare. They resorted to dirty tricks since they can't beat us with honest means.
In that case, we'll outmaneuver them in plain sight. Our name already carries more weight. We only need to rely on it. They won't be able to stay afloat then.
Sylus calls in favors and sends invitations far and wide. We are hosting a gathering of literati at our restaurant and inviting Yanshaw scholars and writers. On the day of the event, the building is full. Curious onlookers spill in to watch.
You should set the theme for today, Your Highness. Banquets aren't new to you. I expect this to be a trivial matter.
Of course, I attended countless banquets every year as I grew up. I even turned down half of them to get some peace and quiet. I don't recall seeing you attend any gatherings of literati in Janyu. I assumed you weren't interested in meetings between intellectuals.
Literature, politics, they're tools when you need them.
The famous delicacies of the banquet. The menus have been personally approved and the tea and wine are of the highest quality. As the feast begins, dishes are served, the flow akin to rivers. After a few rounds of drinks, poems pour from the scholars like fresh, unrestrained spring water. Each one is carefully copied and then read aloud to the crowd outside. It invites everyone to participate in appreciating and critiquing the works.
These verses are ordinary yet elegant. Hearing them makes my mouth water.
Applause and cheers arrive in waves. Leaning toward Sylus, I stand in a corner.
We did this to get the people's good graces, but I didn't expect everyone to be so talented. This is nothing like the gatherings of literati I have frequented before.
Court poetry is typically a display of beautiful words and no genuine essence.
Indeed, these individuals are writing from the heart. You can taste it in every line.
I'm going to assume the princess was also the center of attention at those banquets. They didn't praise you.
Oh, they did. It's just that when you hear the same words over and over again, they lose their meaning. But if you're offering compliments, I will take them.
Is that so? The Luan Niao spreads its shining wings, perches on the highest branch, drinks from the sweetest spring.
Oh, wait! I need a brush and ink so I can write it down and keep it forever. Then I will read it out loud whenever it's New Year.
Applause and praise ripple through the gathering. In the center of it all, the man in front of me can't exactly hide his amused smile.
When I likened you to a Luan Niao, I was only admitting my profound, pure admiration. As for the rest of the poem, I dislike empty words. I would rather let my actions speak for me.
Once the event ends, our restaurant is transformed into a place of culture and elegance. Our imitators can only dream of being able to compete against us. Customers flock back to us in greater numbers.
And we attracted one of Lucian's disciples. What a pleasant surprise. Wait, is that truly the case?
He has a love of elegance and fine food. This suited his taste, so of course he wouldn't miss it.
Unsurprisingly, it was part of the plan. You will kill two birds with one stone. During the New Year's festival, the market below is filled with people. Meanwhile, the tower adorned with lanterns remains quiet. Of course, this tranquility is the result of someone ensuring he'd have the place all to himself.
The fireworks haven't appeared yet, but you already walked around the tower twice with your teacup.
The scenic overlook you chose also serves as an excellent vantage point. It's perfect.
I've noticed how you always survey the area first. Then you choose the highest spot with the best view. Your Highness's habit reminds me of this young yet commanding owl.
The owl on Sylus' shoulder cries out as if to agree. Sylus raises his arm and the small creature glides into the night sky to survey the land.
I have also noticed something. Your actions don't match your words. You sound so stern, but you have been feeding it so well. Look how plump it is now.
The owl chose to come to my side. It's only fair to keep my promises. Since there's affection, being slightly indulgent is harmless.
He turns to me and I notice the mischief in his gaze. Pretending to be calm, I look at the bell-shaped wind chimes hanging from the eaves.
These wind chimes remind me of the love bell in that detached place. When the new year is about to arrive, the maids ring that bell to pray for blessings, yes? It's a shame we're too far away to hear it in Yanshao.
You want to hear it? That's a simple request.
Distant fireworks suddenly illuminate the night sky. A whistle cuts through the night, and the owl swoops down in response. Its wings stir the air, and the wind chimes resound. The clear, distant melody flows into my ear with each ring. A boundary between us and the outside world's chaos is drawn.
Where there is affection, there shall be chimes that stir the heart. Your Highness, you said these wind chimes reminded you of the love bell. Do they sound similar as well?
Under the fireworks, I look at him. The chimes tune intertwines with my heartbeat and echoes in my mind.
Indeed, it's like the bell we rang at a detached place. It echoes as we step into the new year.
The sky is clear and the air is crisp. Sylus invites me to his residence on the outskirts of the city for a game of Jiju. A wide field stretches out under the sun. The young mare I bought earlier gallops happily around the edge, her mane flies.
She belongs here and not in the stables with a temperament like that. The one at the restaurant is too cramped. Keeping her penned up all day would be cruel.
You're correct. However, are you talking about the horse? Or me, who's stuck managing our establishment's ledgers for weeks?
A clever princess doesn't need me to say everything. The weather is perfect. Shall we compete?
Be careful what you wish for. I might make you savor the taste of defeat.
I'd like to see you try. Come, it's time to ride.
We split into two teams with our attendants in charge across the field. Our scores keep up with each other during the fierce game. When the points are tallied, it's a tie. Sweaty and pleasantly exhausted, we return to the shaded corridor to rest. The scent of hot tea drifts through the air. Sylus sits across from me on a bamboo mat as I push a Shanglu set toward him.
Neither of us won outside, so you want to try a different battlefield?
I give a soft, defiant little hum and start setting up the board.
Your ball control was almost unfair. At least with Shanglu game, a good roll of the dice can even the odds. And fortune oft favors me. Perhaps some of it rubbed off on you?
We'll see whether or not that's true.
We take turns rolling and moving our pieces. As we play, Sylus steers the conversation back to business. The contact we made with Lucian's disciple has paid off. Sylus uncovered everything from his habits to the essays he wrote for the imperial exams.
You even found the papers for his exam? How?
Business is about finding leverage, and leverage starts with knowing what someone values. Everything is negotiable, so long as there's a price.
He says it nonchalantly, but I know the planning was painstaking. On the board, I play aggressively and corner his pieces whenever I get the chance.
I'm still the one who's ahead. It's not surprising, since I already managed to win you over.
Sylus's dice rolls are terrible, but his moves are sharp. It's a close match.
Her Highness is similar to these dice. Every side is a surprise, and predicting is impossible.
I believe you gave me a compliment.
You may see it as such, if that's what you want. It's precisely why matching wits with you is never boring, Princess.
Then what's the reward you prepared for me this time?
You've already won. You're better at giving people what they want. Perhaps Perhaps you should teach me how to do it.
I recall my wild attempts to win Sylus's heart, the times I failed, and the times I kept trying until I succeeded.
The trick is simple. To obtain a pure, sincere heart, one must offer a pure, sincere heart. It's the fairest trade in the world.
I toss the dice carelessly and they show the highest possible roll. Sylus glances at them and reveals a serene smile.
All right. I'll remember that.
I thought these flowers were used to dye fabrics, but they are actually for nails?
Are you disappointed the handkerchief you prepared won't be used?
Not at all. I'm even more curious now. Does my prince consort intend to paint my nails?
Even the most precious flower is merely a superfluous decoration if left in a corner. It's better to utilize its beauty. Since we have nothing else to do, we might as well try it.
I thought you wouldn't be interested in flowery frivolities.
We collect the vibrant red petals in a small stone mortar. Sylus picks up the wooden pestle and grinds them into a paste.
When it comes to interest, it's about the person. The activity doesn't matter. For instance, I'm interested in you, so I'll pay close attention to what catches your eye. Yesterday, you forgot to set down your teacup when you saw someone with red nails.
I noticed how beautiful her nails were and couldn't help but get a closer look. I have been wanting a little change for the new year too.
After grinding the paste and mixing an alum to set the color, Sylus scoops up a small amount using a bamboo slip. He quirks his eyebrow as he looks at me.
Give me your hand.
He cradles my hand in his palm and gently lifts one of my fingers. With the bamboo slip, he applies the paste onto my nail.
For an autarch who governs a large territory, I imagine planning for a tiny plot of land is a new experience.
If you keep fidgeting, this plot shall fall into chaos. Paste that's applied incorrectly will be difficult to clean.
My prince consort's patience is remarkable.
It's limited. To be more specific, it depends on the matter's significance and whether the other person can pay the price.
The warmth between our fingers mingles with the scent of flowers. After applying the paste, he wraps my fingers in lotus leaves. The paste can be washed off once the night passes and the color will be left behind. I wiggle my wrapped fingers, however, the sensation is slightly uncomfortable.
So, how should I pay you for this?
If it's you, I'll make an exception. Even if it's just a moment of your time. I want it all to myself.
With the year-end temple fair approaching, news of the parade has spread throughout the city. Merchants can sponsor the parade floats. Sylus and I have already finalized the design for ours, but we're still missing a performance troupe.
Hire an acrobat troupe. That will suffice.
We need someone to play the main character. Someone must be a hero or an immortal who tosses gifts to the people.
Before he can refuse, I quickly take out a copper coin.
I will flip it. If it lands on heads, you play the hero. I will play the immortal if it's tails. What do you say?
Why can't we both do one role? Or is neither an option?
If we both go, who will watch the parade float? And if neither of us participates, who shall toss gifts to the other?
That's sophistry.
We can't let this festive opportunity slip away. Please, Sylus, do it for me.
Are you trying to act pitiful again? You could at least try a new strategy.
Tactics don't need to be new if they work. Seeing the subtle curl of his lips, I quickly flip the coin, catch it, and look.
It's heads. You will be playing the hero.
That coin truly listens to you.
He suddenly grabs my hand. Feeling guilty, I quickly hide the coin in my other hand.
Make sure you toss me something valuable.
Of course. Use both hands when you catch it.
On the night of the temple fair, the marketplace feels as though it captured a fiery excitement. As dusk falls, lanterns light up one after another. The parade floats wait in formation. They are ready.
Here comes the New Year's parade. The parade floats are moving. The performance has begun. Please make way.
The parade floats begin their journey down the street. I follow the crowd, stand on my tiptoes, and wave at Sylus, who's on our parade float.
Sylus!
On the tall platform, he truly embodies a hero from a story. He is commanding and impossibly handsome. His gaze meets mine, and the corners of his mouth curl up. The tossing begins. Lucky pastries, coins, and 5-colored strings fly through the air into eager hands. I look at Sylus while waiting for him to make his move. He pulls out a large red packet that's embroidered in gold, and there's a luanyao in mid-flight on it. It was definitely made for tonight.
Here's to a bright new year. May it bring you peace, simple days, and everything you hope for.
That's the big one! Over here!
With a flick of his wrist, the packet arcs through the air and lands on my arms.
What a perfect throw! It's almost as if he was afraid she wouldn't catch it.
Good luck always follows me. It can't be helped.
Sylus takes my hand and leads me into the alley lined with lanterns and submerge ourselves in the festival's revelry.
The giant red packet made everyone jealous. And you still have another surprise waiting for me?
You tracked down a rare coin that has heads on both sides. I couldn't let your little scheme go to waste.
It shows we're a perfect match. I tossed you a silk ball and you threw lucky money at me. And you knew the coin had been manipulated. Yet you still played along. You have spoiled me rotten.
Sylus and I walk hand in hand, our fingers intertwined.
I never had an issue with walking into your traps.
Using the intel we gathered over the past few days, Sylus found the breakthrough he needed. With Lucian's most favored disciple as an intermediary, Sylus arranged a private meeting with him. It lasted for almost 4 hours, and no outsiders know what was said. After Sylus left, Minister Lucian stayed at his desk by candlelight until dawn. During the next Imperial Assembly, the trade route plan was approved and scheduled to begin after the new year.
Today is our victory feast. To our success in making the significant matter a reality. Speaking of which, how did you convince Minister Lucian? You still haven't told me a secret.
He isn't swayed by money or favors, and personal relationships won't make him budge. So I changed tactics. I won him over with facts and proved to him that the trade route would bring lasting benefits to Yun Shao's legacy.
But he must still be concerned about the resources.
That's why we need business partners as part of our solution. We promised wealthy merchants a share of the management rights, and offered trading privileges to the nations along the route. They provide money and manpower, sharing the risks and the gains.
Sylus taps my hand to remind me about my chopsticks. I almost forgot about my food.
What finally convinced him was rather simple. I made him believe. We may oppose each other in politics, but we each desire lasting stability and long-term prosperity.
I see. But it sounds like you left out half of the story. Which city's lasting stability? And whose long-term prosperity?
The greater good was the argument I used to convince him. I never said I didn't have my own reasons. Whoever sets up the game should be the one who wins the most. The warehouses along the route, the fees, the right to allocate resources first. All of that already belongs to Shen Yu. Hence why our efforts were worthwhile.
After a few drinks, I suggest we step out of the balcony to get some fresh air. The street below is blazing with lanterns for the festival. It's a river of light flowing through the night. When I turn around, I meet Sylus's gaze. The night breeze brushes past us. The lantern's glow drenches half his figure, and the other is blurred by shadows.
A festival is ongoing, and there's only us. This is the perfect opportunity to give a gift. Where is it? Why hasn't he revealed it to me yet?
I sneak a glance toward his sleeve, but I notice him looking at me. He knows what I'm thinking.
Are you feeling impatient? I always keep my promises.
He places an ornate wooden box into my hands. I press the clasp. Click! It slowly opens. Inside lies a golden bronze mirror inlaid with white jade. It's carved with soaring luanyao, and in the faint lantern's light I see my reflection.
Surely you have plenty of jewels and treasure, so I chose something different. For New Year's, may you glow like gold and jade, and may you ascend like a luanyao and soar as high as the sky will let you.
Sylus leans down as if trying to read my answer in my eyes.
To obtain a pure, sincere heart, one must offer a pure, sincere heart. What do you think?
So this is his answer, and perhaps he sees mine in my eyes.
I feel it. One pure, sincere heart for another. It's truly the fairest trait in the world.
He gently touches my cheek. In the distance, fireworks burst to my heartbeat's rhythm. He leans in, his words somewhere between a whisper and a vow.
That's not all. I'm greedy. I want more. And I want it to last. It should continue for the rest of tonight, and in every year to come.